All right, welcome everybody. How is everyone doing? We've already done one show today, so this would be our second show. I want to just get in here really quick and kind of point out a couple of things we called earlier today. So we said, look, danger, this is a bearish doji candle combo and it'll fall out. I also had the diagram of the double doji bearish candle combo set up, and there it was, and boom, now we did get this bounce right here. Right now, I don't like this 4-hour candle that we're working right here, and I'm going to show you why. I don't like this 4-hour candle. This is, and I said the 6-hour. For some reason, I said 6-hour. I meant the 4-hour in a tweet I put out a little while ago. This is a hanging man right here on this candle. So we got this hanging man. Now, this is trying, you know, it's not quite a double bottom, because you would have called this the same thing as a double bottom right here, right? You got almost the same. This is actually a little narrower, a little tighter in spacing, price action spacing here, and this still fell out. I don't like this. This is still weak. Now, you've got bearish volume is dumping right here, so your bearish volume is falling out on your 6-hour. I'm sorry, on 4-hour. You've got 30 minutes to go to run this bearish volume, but look, you've got you're going to come up a little bit short here. So this is going to come up a little bit short on the bearish volume right here for this 4-hour candle. We still got a long way to go pumping out the 6-hour, right? We still got 3 hours left in this. Gonna be tough, right? This is gonna be real tough to nail out this this candle right here. Now you have a long-legged doji, so you got a long-legged doji candle, and the other thing is, this is creating a wedge. This is creating a flag pattern right here. So we are getting this this flag wedge slash thingamabobber, and I'm gonna. It got so messy chart, messy chart. Let me do this. Let me go find this, pull this up on another chart here. Let me get rid of a whole bunch of this stuff over here. I don't need any of this stuff over here. I have been using this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'll leave that. Right. Get rid of all this. Right. And there's that. Leave all that up there. I like all that. There's our deep trend line. Okay. All right, so there's our Coinbase right there, and then we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to see what we got there, and then we got this over here. Okay. So now here's our 6-hour, right? So there's our 6-hour chart, and what I want to do is, first thing I'm just going to see is kind of got this thing going on. Got a little bit of this action right here. Right? Kind of wedging up real nice. Right? Wedging up real nice for us. Okay, so this is a bigger wedge that we have right here, but I'm going to show you something in just a second. So there's our bigger wedge, right? And now what's happening deep inside of this is we are doing this. We're creating another wedge that's being created inside of this channel, right? So we're creating another secondary wedge inside of this channel. And what I'll do is I'll break this down for you guys. Let's rip this all the way down to 2-hour, 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 and we should be able to pull up and see this wedge play out, right? So here's your wedge that you've now got working out. Look, and it's just holding this moving average right here. So look at this all the way back up here. Right? Got that wick through it, but you're holding this pretty tight along this line. You're trying to bust through it, and it's just not happening. And then the same thing is happening over here on the lower side. So there's kind of your lower trend. So you're a trend line inside of a trend line. Now this is pulling up a very bearish pattern. But look at this. This is also nice because it's holding. See how you got this consolidation here? So the pattern was holding and holding and holding. And then finally and then it just broke out. Right? You're doing the same thing. This is trying to break south 2 times. Something is holding this baby up in the sky. Right? And All right, so something is holding this up. So we're in a wedge. We are in a wedge, in a wedge. All right, so we're in a wedge, in a wedge. And you got this pretty tight trend line right here, this wedge line that just has had a ton of issues getting through. All right, so I see the volume. This is the 2 hour, right? So look at our bullish volume. We got 24 minutes in this. We got there's your bullish volume dying off. You know, you say the same thing in these really tight timelines right here. So you're down to 2 hours. You see the bullish volume is dying off also. Bullish volume dying off. All right, so the bullish volume is dying off here. I would like to pull us down into the 1 hour. Let's just try the 1 hour for shoots and giggles. Okay, so there's the 1 hour. You see how this worked really well. Probably something else I would point out here is that this is creating a hell of a descending triangle. Right, that is not very healthy right there. Okay, let me get rid of this. I want to see how I can pull up this triangle right here. See if I can pull this up to here. Nope. Try to work this baby right here. Let me see what I can do. So broke out just a little, but you know what we're going to do is we're going to stretch this baby out just like that right there. Right, something like this, right? So you're creating this descending triangle right there, which is really ugly. Okay, so this is not pretty at all. This is not a very nice looking. Don't like this. You don't want to see a descending. You don't want to see this descending triangle right here playing out, because you know you're just gonna bang up, down, up, and then you're gonna fall out. So there's, you know, your A, B, C, D, E. You start counting out your A, B, C, D, E here. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So I could already see this as an A, B, C, D, E pattern right here playing out. Right? A, B, maybe C, D, E, right? Something like this. And or is that C, right? A, B, no, that can't be C. So they would have to be here. Or it would be something like this. That'd be looking for. Right? A, B, C, D, E. And then fall out. Like this looks doable. Right, then remember this is a E wave that likes to fall out. There's a very tiny E wave right there. There you go. So then your E wave is what likes to fall out right there. Right, now the question is, where does this thing end? A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B. I still see this breaking over. Now, if this just wedges up right here on us real tight, this could be this could also break out of here. A, B, C, D, right? A, no, B, C, D, E. No, can't do that either. So it's just, it went into this wedge. If this thing just goes ahead and decides to take a big old kadumpy on us, all it's got to do is just break this level right here. So the bears are looking for this. just to break this level. Now on the bullish side, pulling down here and tapping this right here and getting a double bottom would give us a beautiful, and then finding support would give us a beautiful reversal trend, right? But these reversal trends are, it's just not playing out, right? And look, this kind of made head and shoulders, right? Little head and shoulders there, action, came up, then died. Yeah, I'm still, this is not good. This is not a good pattern right here, right? Either this plays out this big ABCDE wedge, and or this thing just is playing out as a smaller, tighter wedge of its own, and it's just going to look to fall out. So we're going to leave that there. Okay, we're going to leave that right there. There you go. All right, I'm going to pull up a bunch of the other charts. So let's go down. I just want to start to breeze into the other charts we have. So that's our 2 hour. We're going to go up to, actually I want to close. Let's go to our 3-day. All right, we're going to go to our 3-day here. All right, let's take a look at our 3-day. Just closed a brand new 3-day candle. Red 6. Ugly, ugly. See, look at this. This kind of pulled. Now, this was a falling wedge that fell out. This was a rising wedge that fell out. This is also looking like a rising wedge that could fall out. You know, and I want to point out something that's very different here than what happened back over here. Back over here in February, like when I remember this falling out, and this thing was just so crazy. And I remember the last just way deep ditch fall here when we got the long call, and when this finally wicked out at the bottom. You know, we had this massive wick. This was 6,900 to, this is a 1,000-point wick right there. You know, we haven't put in that big monster 1,000-pointer yet to really give us the bounce. Now this is the 3-day. The moving averages, really nothing. I mean, you had that one bear cross a while ago when everything fell off the cliff. Other than that, we're just still watching this weekly moving average right here. You got this weekly moving average that's just super ugly. This bear cross that happened. You did get a little bounce back up with the bear cross. We're going to see how this plays out. But we talked about this in the video yesterday. I like to see this retrace at least to the 236, which we have not. But there's your 200-day MA, just begging for a tickle, right? This 200 MA is absolutely begging to be tickled right now. Okay, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. But this looks like a rising wedge. Same thing like that. It'll look like a rising wedge even with the pullback up here. I still don't see this pulling up much higher. I mean, you can go up here, and then I just think it will be a reset, which we still, for God's sakes, need a reset, right? Wow, our 2-day now. Our 2-day just posted up a spinning doji, right? This is our 2-day, brand new long-legged doji. Okay, and this is what is just getting me, guys. We have fallen so far, right? There's the 2-day. Look, 2-day is a 9. The 3-day, the 1-day is a bleeding 9. The 12-hour is an imperfected 9. So we're really rocking out some high time frames here, right? And we popped in this spinning top candle. This long-legged doji candle here, and I wonder how those have held up in the past. Wonder, now this is market indecision is what this calls for me, right? I would prefer to see a hammer candle, a long hammer. If this would not have had a top wick on it, I would have liked this a lot more. I would have seen a big hammer candle on the bottom. Now this is good. It is a perfected 9, so that's also good. But I just would like to see if we've played anything out like this on this high time frame. You know, look, this very bullish candle fell out. Great double bottom there on the 2-day. Great double bottom. And nothing else. But just, man, this TD9 is just so sickly oversold. It's ridiculous. All right, the daily. Yeah, we already know it's bleeding. You know, say double bottom on this. I mean, bearish candle, so this 12-hour bullish candle, spinning top, which is not good, to a just beautiful reversal doji candle, fell out again. And this is just a lack of commitment on the buyer's side. There's nothing. This has nothing to do with the bulls, people. There's nothing to do with bulls and, I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with the bears at all. This is 100% a market that is just has no bulls who are willing to buy here. No one is willing to buy. There's no one making any commitment here. And this is what we've talked about. There's just people are afraid. The second it just starts to tick down, that's it. They're I'm out. Screw this. I'm out. Right. So that's all I see there. I just see this. You know, I see that wedge, and we're wedged up here, and this is a bearish wedge this is making. Okay. I'm going to pull this probably out of here right now, but I'm just going to watch this. You know, we closed lower and that's it. We closed lower here and that's it, but we can, you know, still bounce up and just keep moving in this wedge pattern here. All right. Nothing. Chalk and money flow the same as we talked about earlier. Nothing, no change whatsoever on our, this is still bearish. This is extremely bearish. You see these are bearish, these green boxes are bearish bounces. You hit the bearish bounce, you bounce up, and then you just die. And I mean, you really can die here. So we just, nothing right now. We've put in a new low here. This is a pretty deep low from all these other lows. And I'm watching these green bounces. I am looking for a J-hook pattern, right? And you can get a J-hook pattern this deep, right? You get a J-hook pattern this deep, it gets real fugly real quick, okay? So you can get really ugly here on this baby this deep, right? The other thing we want to just keep as of note is that we got to just keep an eye out also on, we got to watch out for, you know, we start to get up here. We're getting up here pretty high. We can't get some kind of a little bullish kick, but we're way from our long zone. Our long zone's way far away. All right. Nothing. Look, tap the resistance on the top side. Perfect. This is what I was talking about. We can't even get up here. A normal drop, right? A normal drop in this situation should see us put in, just like we've done in the past. We showed you this 236. You get the drop, you get the 236 bounce, and then everything is, you just have a continuation. Like we just haven't hit the 236. I pulled a fib from here to here, and I pulled a fib from the next tie up side up, and we're short. We're coming up short. 42.50 is where we want to see this come up into before this gets rejected. Maybe move sideways. Maybe tap down one more time. I don't know. This is not looking good. Your weekly volume. Now take a look at your weekly volume. It is only, we're early in the week, and your bearish volume is pretty substantial right there. Right? That's still some pretty decently bearish volume, and we don't have to get a massive bearish look at. So take a look here. See, as we fell out on this weekly here, right? It just kept going. Take a look at this. This was your kind of your peak candle, and then just kept plateauing down, and you got a little more bearish, but the whole time the price action was moving down. Even though the bearish volume was moving down substantially, you just had a continuation of the bearish trend, even though you were going bullish. This was actually a very bullish trend. You had bullish divergence, price dropping, volume dropping. This should have been, you would have been looking for this pump right here. And then same thing, then it just got super bearish out of here. Then you got the double bottom and it was out, right? Close. This little weekly candle, close, not quite a tweezer top, a little bit on the high side. Now you're pulling something like this last little candle right here, you know, but we've really got to see some bullish volume come back into play here. And there's no commitment back here where we had tons and tons of retail people left in the marketplace back here. You had so many retail people all left in the marketplace back here. All those people are gone or nearly gone or liquidated or whatnot, and what for. RSI, just sickening low. It's just our ADX chart on the daily, just retardedly low. I mean, seriously, people, like I can't, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. I mean, this baby just keeps freaking going. I don't know. I don't understand why we're not bouncing. Even I, who is like, right? Even me, the vamp is just like, Jesus. I mean, I'm still have been looking for a bounce before we have a retrace. And it has nothing to do with any of us. It's honestly, it's just, there's no buyers. People are just afraid to get dumped on. That's all I say. The technicals, every single technical indicator here says we should be bouncing. Every single technical indicator here says we should be bouncing. Now, the good news is our weekly is coming way down here. This is our search for Baby Bull Jesus, right? Baby Bull Jesus is down here. We're going to find him. You can see Baby Bull Jesus from here, right? You can see Baby Bull Jesus is getting closer, right? Back here, there's for the last 9 months, there's no way. Look where Baby Bull Jesus is way up here. You couldn't even see him from up here, right? But now that you're down here, you're so close to seeing Baby Bull Jesus. Like, you guys can smell the fresh cow poop. You could smell it. You could practically reach out there. You could smell Baby Bull Jesus, right? He's so close right here. He's like, help me, moo, moo, right? I mean, I'm worried about the WMA. Still think it's going to roll over on us one more time. I still think this is the box we're going to hit for Baby Bull Jesus. And or break shorts to longs. Look, a lot of indecision. Everybody's kind of flattened out right here, right? Everybody's flattening out on our shorts to longs. Our high time frames just crazy. Our RSI trying to bounce here so hard. Our Stochastic has still got room to go. It just all ugly, all ugly. Nothing has changed over the last day. Close to our 50 MA right here. Close to our 200 MA. No, we're in a void technically right now on the monthly, right? This is the monthly chart. We're in a void right here. And ugly, trying to bounce. And ugly. And Jesus Christ. Right? Got up, bounced down. Didn't hit any resistance here. Landed on support here, but we did the opposite. We hit resistance here, and we never landed on support here, but we are breaking down. Still would like to see this put in a, come down, tap right here. At least give us a real double bottom, and then let us get out of this. Give us a tweezer bottom on the weekly, and give us a better sign. Other than that, I'm just kind of, we're just waiting and watching right now. The 3-day candle that just closed also did not help us. That was bad. I just put this in the chart. We're sitting on this support right here. So listen, we came up, we bounced down. I still thought we were going to go up to one of these targets and then bounce down. We haven't gone up far enough in my own opinion. And here we are. We're just looking for this right here. We're on support. Like, we're barely holding. There's your 200 MA, right? I said we didn't land on anything. Just, guys, there's nothing has changed. I wish I had something to tell you. My call on SV, right? I expected this retrace down. We hit support. We then tried to bounce up. I would watch this. I'd keep an eye on this. SV a lot stronger than BAB. Okay, actually, I'm going to screenshot this for the members area. Give me a second. All right. Okay, and yeah, wow, great bounce, right? Some really good action over on BCH. Good scalping on BCH. Same thing, you're putting up the same thing. This is Litecoin. Litecoin's doing the same wedge pattern, had the same die-off. Now the RSI on here, the 6 hour is high, the 4 hour is high, and I had this 6 hour pattern over there. Look, there's my 6 hour pattern, A, B, C, D, E. I still think this looks exactly like this. This would be doing your A, B, C, just like this, A, B, C. Look, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. If this falls out one more time, you are going to come down here. Now, the good thing about falling out from here is if we fell out from here all the way down right here, we would actually probably pierce right through here and get down here a little bit deeper. So we'd probably break and close below here. We never closed below the trend line on Litecoin. So Litecoin never closed out below the trend line. Save this. All right. Raven, doing good. Raven's doing solid. ETH, oh, dude. All right, so ETH, let's take a look at Ethereum really quick. Ethereum is put in a new lower, lowish low for the lows of the lowers of lows. So, I mean, can you get any lower? So we have a new closing daily low on ETH, right? New daily closing low, right? Low. All right, so we're just I've said this, I called this out in the members area. I said, dude, ETH by far, right, is the weakest. Look, and if you compare ETH to everything else, nobody's got any balls at all to go in here and touch ETH. They just don't. People are deadly afraid of ETH, right? They're super afraid. There's fear. They don't know what to do. People don't know what to do with ETH right now. They're afraid to get continually dumped on. Now it did touch double digits. It hasn't done it on Phoenix, but it did touch double digits in on USD. So this is not looking bueno right here. Where's my other ETH chart? Is this? I'm gonna change this top chart. Right. I'm gonna change this top chart here to ETH USD stamp. Let's go find a Bitstamp chart. So there we go. Here we go. Now we got a Bitstamp chart up here. Let's bring this back up to the daily. Just want to confirm. Yep. Yep. Same thing. So even stamp, just so weak, right? By far, much weaker than, right? Much weaker. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Tone absolutely hates Ethereum. He's got to be just like tickling himself pink right now with Ethereum just totally dying, right? Because Ethereum is totally dying out right now. Like, people are just in fear of it. You're breaking support on EOS. You're just on the tip of your support right there. So EOS is just holding support. Just holding support. Right, EOS barely holding support. Doggy coin, same thing. Let's get in here and take a look at the old Dogster. Wow, 3. Look at that. So this is so here's that, like we had on our 4 hour. Look, there's our 4 hour. There's that hanging man. Doggy was just much weaker. Nice little double bottom right there, possible, right? Nice double bottom on the 4 hour doggy. Boy, that's a very nice little double bottom right there. I like it. You know, the thing is, it does a lot of these double bottoms here, right? Look at that double bottom, goes up, then just dies, right? Double, lot of this coin just doesn't like to have big swings in it. But it does like to do these, look, double bottom there, bounced out, and then just die. But you do have a nice little double bottom right there on the dog. Okay, not that there's much, right? Oh, let me get over here. All right, another, seriously, this thing puts up like double bottom. Another double bottom. It's like that's all this thing does is just double bottom. Should I get a new name? Tron, horrible. Just, oh, these candles were so bearish right here. Right? These candles are just so bearish. I said it over in the members area. I was like, guys, oh my God, this candle setup is just crazy bearish. So let's say, look at it. These candles are so bearish right here that we just posted up. So there it is. I don't know. This is a tough one. I mean, this is just going to follow Bitcoin right now. This honestly is just going to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin takes a dump right now. This is just going to take a huge dump. VET just dying. XRP, let's take a peek at our XRP. Same thing, we had that very bearish, same exact pattern. So we haven't broken through this heavy support right here. I have this yellow band. That's my heavy support layer. I'd want to see us get through this and or test this before this goes down. You can see what's happening down here. This was a great call. That was perfect. I'm going to delete that. Now you see we're trapped inside of this, underneath this channel right here. We keep kind of trying to going up and banging our heads on it. It doesn't look that bad though. I mean, this doesn't look horrible. This doesn't look like it's in some kind of a super wicked rising wedge-ish thing right here. It kind of looks like it's in this. All right, I'm going to just adjust this right here. So I'm going to do that, right? Dumping out of here right now would be just going to follow Bitcoin. So you're on this, you break this, you're pretty much going to run through your support, right? So you break this baby and you're going to run through your support right there. Right? You break that right there and then you're going to definitely run probably down to about here. Right? You got to hold this channel. So what it wants to do is it wants to hold this channel, needs to hold this channel to go up like this, and then down, and then up, and then down. Right? So I see this. These are your two options right here. Okay? Gonna get rid of that. XRP. So pretty easy on XRP. Yeah, if you're in XRP, I would just wait. Wait for a wedge break. Wait for the wedge to break or hold. I would. Okay. BCH, just ugly. BET, just ugly. All right, so that's all I really got today, people. So I mean, just to keep it short and sweet, I really think that you know, that's it. Like today, we just have to watch. Like I would keep an eye on Litecoin and Ethereum. They're kind of leading the way a little bit, so I would keep an eye on both of those. I would keep an eye on this wedge we're in, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this because this played out perfectly. Going to get rid of that. Going to get rid of that. There's the big wedge. I'm going to actually take this and scoot this down right here. So I'm going to pull this wedge right down like this. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this wedge like this. Right, like that. Ish. Okay, then I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to leave that resistance there. Right, now you've got some challenges here. So your challenges are you're going to come up here, test there, and come down. I'm not going to get rid of these. I don't like it that we haven't retraced. Right? I don't like it that we haven't come up far enough. But this is starting to look like a 1, 2, wave 3. This is wave 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is wave 4 of 3. Looking like a wave 5 of wave 3, and then going ahead and looking for wave 5 of 5. I mean, this is what this is looking like right here, right? Oops. Right, this is starting to look like this, like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's what this is starting to look like right there. Okay. And we wave 4 of wave 3. Right? Yep. Right. Nano. Yeah, I'll do Nano real quick. I'll do one more. I'm trying to leave this extremely short for everybody, so I don't like to have these, especially when there's not a lot to talk about. I will do one more, and I'll pull up a Nano chart. I'm sure I've done Nano. Let's see what I got for Nano. Of course, my targets are good. Of course they are. All right, so look, came down into support and bounced. It did break lower than my support. It's still holding on to this support. It has not, let's see here, have we closed lower? No, we have not. Look at this. We're pretty much closing right on the historical close right here of Nano, right? We're closing on the historical close. Look at these crazy, look at this crazy RSI pattern right here. I mean, bang, 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 bang. Ugly, 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 right? So get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I mean, I don't even know. This RSI pattern is just, you know, what is this? This is just crazy. All this thing is doing is loading up. And I have to say, same thing here. Look, I'm going to break this down. Let's go all the way down into 6 hour. Same freaking thing, man. Just looks like it's forming up a nice bear pennant. Right? This just doesn't look good. Right? Something like that, maybe. I just don't like this. I don't like this. This is not a good. Come on, get up there. All right, let's take a look. See if we can trace out. Let's do a 4 hour. We're gonna do 4 hour. See if we can pull something off. I don't like the RSI on this either. Let's do a 6 hour. All right, I kind of like the RSI here a little bit better. I can get a little bit better of a channel right here. Right, there you go. A, B, C, D, E. Same thing. I mean, I see the same pattern I see over on Litecoin. Right? I see the same pattern here. A, B, C, D, E. I mean, it's just bearish, right? You're rolling over. Here's you're rolling over on your, look, you've tried 3 times to roll over. You're rolling over one more time. But, I mean, this looks like it's just going to break bearish. Sorry. I don't have a Nano chart. I don't have a Nano chart. I need to add Nano. Looks bad. All right, there we go. All right, thank you all so much. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are all trading very safe. But being safe here. Listen, I am, yeah, yeesh. Guys, I wish I had some better news for you, right? It's just, I can't tell you how much I really want this to go and retrace to 236, but it's freaking just not going to want to do it. I mean, I don't know where we're going to find some buyers, right? We just can't do it. All I ask is everybody, please, 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 I don't even want any likes on the videos. I don't care about any likes on the videos. All I say is please come over, give me a shout out, right? Just give me a shout out on Twitter, doing my best to save one trader at a time for all of us. So next time when we all get to this point, and we start to find baby bull Jesus and we take off, man, think of all the lives you are going to save. Think of the mothers. That's all I've got to say right now. Think of the mothers whose lives you are going to change by getting rid of their son living in their basement or on their couch. You are going to make so many moms out there so happy by getting out there on Twitter right now and sharing, saying Vamp is where you got to be. Come to Vamp. Vamp will save you, will save your son, will save your sanity from your son who's 34 years old and still living in the basement at the house, right? Still eating pot pie dinners, and hasn't found a real girlfriend. Now, the inflatable ones and the inflatable girlfriends and the ones you pay for online don't count, okay? Those do not count, all right? But I want you guys to please get out there, share the Vamp. Also, please help me subscribe. Help me build my YouTube channel up. It's doing good. It could always be better, right? Always be better. That's all I ask. Please, please help me. Throw that subscribe button down. Help us get more and more people into the channel. And please, if you can, sharing a link to my YouTube page would be huge for me, guys. Remember, it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I update it all. I am updating this thing 24 hours a day just for you guys. I'm always doing it, right? I'm always here for you. So all I ask, yes, dude, please, if you're not going to do it for moms, do it for the inflatable girlfriends with no teeth, right? Think of them. Think of them. For the Vamp and all of us at Until 1 Mil, and the inflatable blow-up dolls and girlfriends, I am out.